right? Where, he's played a little bit of the game, right? He really didn't even do anything. He was just walking around seething, and this is pretty much how he ends off the show.
I wouldn't buy this game. I wouldn't buy this game on console. I think they absolutely sold us a bill of goods. The marketing was incredibly misleading. We now know why they would not let us see this game on the console. They were hiding it. They didn't want you to see how poor it runs.
I mean, I don't know, man. It looks like a console game to me, right?
They didn't.
But wait a minute, Lono. I thought that the PS5 Pro was closing the gap between PC, dude. Project Amethyst. Right? Aren't PlayStations like, and that's the base PS5, aren't they stronger than 70% of the PCs on the market?
I mean, that's the long and short of it. They're going to have to do a lot of work to fix this, because this is one of the most common things you're going to be doing. You're going to
standing around seething and mauling at your chat,
be going to towns, fortresses, villages, fights. I told you guys, I was like, these are all the red flags added up. All
and yet the review score on Steam has skyrocketed to 80%. Man, I'm telling you, I'm really enjoying the game. I'm not lying to you when I say that.
All roads lead here to how this game is running right now. I told you.
No, all roads only lead there. if you're like a fanboy and you have like some weird issue with the game, you're beefing with willpowers and everything, brother. All roads lead to PC, Lono.
Come on, you should know this.
I mean, we've been told you that PS5 Pro ain't hitting on Nathan, man. You should know this. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that you had to experience this firsthand.
The minute you're in a town, the minute you're around lots of NPCs, performance is going to tank. It's why they
Yes, now he's taking a victory lap. Yes.
Wouldn't show it to us. Even the Digital Foundry footage and the Japanese PlayStation channel would not just show.
Yeah, the Japanese PlayStation channel, dude.
Walking around town, because every as soon as you're here, it's like, oh, wow, 30 and 40 FPS. That's magnificent. That's going to be great when I have to fight 20 people at once in a fortress. That's going to be wonderful. Should we get it on PC? I don't know. I would see what people's mileage is on.
Yeah. Exactly, right? You're here to inform people, right? But
if it's on PC, no.
Oh, mind you, you have a 5070 Ti, right? And you didn't want to play at the one place where you would get the best performance and a refund if needed, right? But let's just be honest, you're a fanboy console channel, right? So of course you're not going to get it on PC, right? Even though you would have had the best performance and you would have actually been able to play the game better. But go ahead, Lono.
PC, are they having a good time? Is it glitchy? Is it buggy? I haven't even checked. I don't know.
Yeah.
It currently
and you don't care, right? You're a PlayStation channel, right?
Has a 61% on Steam.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Talk your shit.
Game of the frickin' year.
Do you feel vindicated now by those Steam charts, Lono, right? You know what they said about people who watch the Steam charts, right? Cope sip? Not the cope sip.
Can you show me the balance mode? I already tried it. It doesn't look good.
Right tidings to you.
You said game of the frickin' year. Clip that. Okay.
Yeah, right tidings to you.
He's seething.
PC is smooth as butter. Yeah, that's why it has a 61% on Steam. Yeah, smooth as butter.
I mean, shit. It's running pretty smooth on my 3080, right?
That butter is spoilt.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Didn't you just say a minute and a half ago that you don't know anything about PC?
Stop the fear mongering.
Shut up, brother. You're in the land of the consoles, right? Like, what are you talking about? Now he's just pulling out his ass. Now he's hiding behind the Steam reviews.
Those bleed bandits.
Are you going to play the game, Lono? No, he's just doing a victory lap now.
Toy with folk. Like cats with mice.
Look at him. He's just sitting there scowling his chat, just sitting there seething.
You're acting like you had some grand epiphany knowing it was going to run bad on console. Literally took 3 brain cells. Really? Then how did...
Yes. Yes. You're sitting there like you're just such a genius, right? You've enlightened everyone, and that you just had this amazing epiphany, right? When everybody could have told you that it wasn't going to run like shit. right? I thought it was gonna run like shit on that console, buddy. Come on now, Lono. Trying to take a victory lap. This is your W, right? We've been told you that pisser ain't hitting on Nathan. Yeah, the little pisser that couldn't.
You're acting like you had some grand epiphany knowing it was going to run bad on console. Literally took 3 brain cells. Really?
Yeah.
Then how did you know? I mean, how did you know that ahead of time? It has more brain cells than you. What the heck? Homie, I had people attack me. I had people call me out. I had people brigade come into my channel, spew.
Brother, you've been clickbaiting the fuck out of this game, and you're giving dog shit takes about it. Of course, you're going to have people come in, and plus you're a walking one guy. Like, duh, no one's harassing you. You're choosing to make this content. You want to speak about it, and just like with Marathon and other shit that you cover, people don't want to hear your opinion. And they criticize your opinion, right? They think you don't know what you're talking about. They think you're a tourist.
Hate, call me names. I had the freaking, their head of PR blocked me because I called out their misleading marketing and asked for base console footage. And what do we get? We get a game that...
Oh, but you said that was good. You said that helped grow your channel. You said that you got a whole bunch of attention and everything, a whole bunch of clicks and everything from that, right? You were just talking about, in the other stream, how you were going to get a ribeye, from all the ad rep. All right. So which one is it? Do you care that he called you out? That he not that he called you out, but do you care that he blocked you or not? Right? Because you said that you didn't care.
Runs like garbage, looks bad on the base consoles. Somebody's saying that I gave Veilguard a 9 out of 10. I love that that's the narrative you guys are now running.
Yes. Yes, you gave Veilguard a 9 out of 10, right? Allegedly, right? I don't know what you rated the game, but you were caping for this game. You were also caping for Suicide, the Justice Squad, whatever the fuck, right? Like, you have a terrible record for games that you cap for. You also were capping for Assassin's Creed Shadows, even though you ended up quitting the game and criticizing it. Like, brother, you cannot speak about games. Brother, people do not respect your gaming opinion.
I was enjoying Veilguard and then was heavily critical of it and put it down. I said...
Yeah, once you were getting cooked for it, right?
That the combat got incredibly repetitive.
And it doesn't even matter if you ended up criticizing it, Lono. The damage was done. Because you were getting one guide over that game, right? And you were going out to bat for it, right? Like, you go out to bat for shitty games that everybody knows is dog shit. No one respects your gaming opinion.
And that the dialogue for the one character was so cringeworthy it was terrible. I did not give Veilguard a 9 out of 10. Once again, the haters in Defense Force are out in force. Lying about what I said about Veilguard, because you guys are so pathetic. You're so simping for this game. Absolute simps and bootlickers defending a game with...
Brother, you bought the game 3 fucking times. You pre-ordered the game, brother. How are people simps and bootlickers? Dog, you bought the game multiple times. You're sitting around talking about this game 24/7, right? You waited 8 hours just for this, and you're not even fucking playing. This is why people call you a tourist. You're just sitting in the middle of the road, looking at your chat, seething. This is why no one takes you seriously.
Misleading marketing. You're totally fine with a company that basically lied to the public and misrepresented a product, and a bunch of people are going to buy this on console and get terrible performance, poor image quality, bad frames per second. You're like, yeah,
brother,
that's
what else is new? You guys been getting that, right? I thought that you guys wanted to be able to plug and play on your couch and everything, right? You're the only goofball who thinks that this shit is closing the gap in between PC, right? Don't you try to turn on the plug and play bros, right? As they come in and tell you they don't care about all the bells and whistles. I thought you didn't care about all the bells and whistles. I thought that's why you're not playing on your 5070, because you just want to play in the comfort of your house or whatever, right? You're mad that this pisser, right? That this pisser ain't up to the task. Get used to it, Lono.
fine. You shouldn't have expected it on console. Meanwhile, it has a 61% on Steam. Try Xbox? No, I'm not going to try Xbox.
Now, this might actually need to be a clip. He says, no, I'm not going to try Xbox. Oh, so you're just going to jip your audience, right? I know jip is kind of a strong word, but you were sitting around all day saying that you were going to play it on the base PlayStation, that you were going to play it on Xbox, right? That you were going to be the liaison for this game, right? And now you're half-assed doing the job. You won't even play it on Xbox, right? You were able to download it on your PlayStation, but magically, there was just some way Somehow, right? You were unable to play it on your Xbox. Stop it. You guys said clip it. Okay, I'll clip it.
A 61% on Steam.
Right.
Try Xbox? No, I'm not going to try Xbox. I can't even. You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to try Xbox. Lono's crashing out. That one sent him over the edge.
Get the download to go. It was going to take, it told me, I just checked, it was going to take 3 hours.
Day for it, no?
It was going to take 3 hours for the 120 gig patch to download.
Right? Shout out to Philip Stars Commander. He says he calls us bootlickers when he is one. Ironic. I know it's what it is it's just projection. A lot of his insults are just projection, right? The dude bought the game 3 times, right? He ends up going on to buy it for PC as well. Like, the dude's just, I don't even know, right? At this point, I'm at a loss for words.
I can't believe people are still defending this. It is remarkable, absolutely remarkable that you will go to such lengths to defend bad marketing and misleading the public.
From the top.
It is mind-boggling.
Brother, they don't care about all that other shit. They want to know if the game is good or not. And what they're seeing right now when they tune into this is that you don't care about that. You don't care about the game. You care about all the nonsense around the game. And there's really not even that much nonsense. Besides a little bit of weird shit, right? But I'm not even going to go down that fucking rabbit hole. Besides some weird shit, there's not even that much nonsense. A lot of the nonsense that you're talking about is shit that you created, right? It's shit that you've been hamming up and everything for content. Dog, the average person doesn't give a fuck about that. And here you are after 8 hours. I have to keep on repeating this. After 8 hours, and this is your goddamn console review. You just sitting in the road, seething at your audience.
Absolutely mind-boggling that people will sit here and stare straight-faced at garbage performance, poor image quality, and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's totally fine.
I mean, that's what you guys do with all the other games, right? Now you guys want to get boozy and everything, right? That pisser done gassed you guys up.
Yeah. Jiminy Christmas. I cannot believe people are still defending this. Can't believe it. If I saved you guys money and I protected your wallet from this frickin' ripoff, then be sure to hit the like button and be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you are still defending this,
wow,
and you're still going in, then I don't know what to tell you. To be fair, you did give Veilguard a 9 out of 10. No, I didn't. I didn't review Veilguard.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh. So which one is it? You didn't give it a 9 out of 10 or you didn't review it? Wait a minute.
I was having a good time with it. Like the first 10 or 15 hours, I was enjoying Veilguard. I thought the combat was fun. And then it got stupid, repetitive, the boss fights were terrible, and the dialogue was cringeworthy.
Oh, no, brother. You started getting cooked on your takes, right? So you pivoted. Right? Shout out to Gamer Live Studio. He says, a simp and a bootlicker is none other than Lono the Clown. Dude, the biggest bootlicker, right? The biggest PlayStation simp. That's what I'm saying. It is just projection at its finest, man. Shout out to Gamer Live Studio.
And I told people that I didn't like it. I uninstalled it. I didn't do a review of Veilguard. That's completely untrue.
Okay, but you were saying that it was a good game, right? That was your initial response to the game. And plus, you played through Borderlands, right? You talk highly about Borderlands. That game had a shit ton of performance issues. You didn't care about that.
What difference does that make anyway? Like, what difference does that make? Like,
because it means that your gaming opinion is dog shit. That's what difference it makes. It's giving them context, right? You love context, right? They're just letting people know not to take your gaming opinion seriously. They're just letting you know that your opinions are ass.
Imagine if, for whatever reason, I enjoyed Veilguard. What difference does that make? Does that make this display any better? Does that do anything to defend Pearl Abyss's marketing? Does that do anything to defend the...
brother, you're still talking about marketing. Who cares about marketing when the game's on the goddamn screen and you refuse to play it? What people are simply saying is that you don't have a good taste and not to take your taste seriously. And obviously, it's hitting home. It's triggering you.
The fact that it runs so poorly on console... What difference does it make what I liked or what I reviewed? Like, what are you talking about?
A game running poorly on console, right? What else is new?
You guys are so desperate and so seething and so coping to be like, no, well, this loser liked Veilguard. Who the...
Wow. Zesty.
Yeah.
I told you with the locales, it's either fight or zest, right? They all enter that zesty mode, right? He's on his Marlin shit right now, right? And it's funny how you're saying people are seething, right? That's you, brother. You're the one sitting around seething, right? Why is it so hard? Why is it so damn hard for him to accept console just sucks? His audience seems to accept the reality of it. Why is it upsetting him so much? Oh, you know he loves that PS5 Pro, right?
I'm gay for the pro.
All right, shout out to Unlocky,
So
man.
seething and so coping to be like, well, this loser liked Veilguard. Who the frick cares if I liked another game or didn't like another game? All I did here, I didn't talk about
It's not a good look, Lono.
this game's story or combat or
Yeah.
world or mechanics.
Yeah, you're right. You're not going to talk about any of that, right? You're going to sit around and talk about the marketing and the little beef, the one-sided beef that you have with Will Powers, right? You're going to talk about all the shit that no one gives a fuck about. All right, crazy.
It runs like crap. It runs like garbage. And I kept telling people that it was going to run like garbage. You're misleading us if you don't do Xbox? Get out. Just leave.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
I hammer them.
Brother, I showed you guys and I documented it. For the past few days, you've been sitting around saying, don't you guys worry, right? I'm going to show you a review on Xbox, on PlayStation, right? I'm going to show you guys everything so you can make an informed decision, right? Imagine, just imagine, right? We know he's a PlayStation channel, but just imagine if you were one of Lono's viewers and you were waiting around to see that Series X console footage, right? You did an 8-hour waiting stream for that and you don't even show the console, right? I mean, that's pretty lame, Lono, right? You half-assed did the job.
I think the Xbox Series X is going to run better or dramatically different than what we showed on a base PS5, then go ahead, go buy it on your Xbox. I'll await your video, and you'll get to see how wonderful that is. I wasn't going to sit here and wait for the next 3 hours for a patch to download.
Wow. Well, even his internet doesn't like Xbox. Crazy. I didn't know that's how that worked. Shout out to Tribal Chief, man. He says, content bias and dented. Hit the like button. Oh, man, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Tribal Chief, for real, for real. Shout out to Tribal Chief, man. Notice I to say, come on, Six. PlayStation's just anthem. Hey, he's a PlayStation stepper.
To show you Xbox. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. I've been streaming for 10.5 hours. I'm not...
That's your fault. You're the one who wanted to sit around and do that shit and goddamn and beg, right? That's your fault. And it's crazy because you couldn't even deliver all that waiting and you're half-assing it, right? I'm just saying, right? I mean, if we're gonna critique and be honest, right? I do think that's some bullshit, right? Let's just say there's people now. People will say Xbox is dead. Let's just say, there's a few Xbox guys waiting to see how the Xbox performance is, right? You're pretty much telling them to go piss off, right? I mean, it's crazy because your PS5 Pro wasn't couldn't achieve what you wanted from it.
Going to do that. I'm not. That's absolutely ridiculous to act like I'm misleading you because I won't show you the Xbox. It was going to take two...
Brother, you said you were going to show them, and you didn't show them. They're right. I won't go as far as to say that it's misleading, but it's lazy. It's half-assed, and we're supposed to believe that magically you're unable to download the game on your Xbox, but you can download it on your PlayStation. I don't know. It just sounds odd to me, right? I can't say for a shadow of a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that's what happened, right? But I don't know. I'm pushing X to doubt.
Long to download the day one patch. Yeah, by the way...
Yeah, you should have had that pre-installed before stream, Lono. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like you were just unprepared, right? Heck, Boogie's saying it is misleading. Hey, he did sell that he was going to have, all the consoles and everything. That's what he dressed it up as.
These areas that I'm in, there are fortresses that are far more dense and packed in with lots more people.
Oh, wow, a lot of you guys are saying, Sigs, it is bad faith and definitely misleading when he promised it. That is fair. You got to be a man of your word. That is fair. I could definitely see that angle.
Right on top that you're going to have to fight. It's going to run...
Y'all saying Lono has pony internet. Wow.
So bad. I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait to see some of the technical analysis of this game from outlets that go in and do frame rate analysis and performance analysis, because good golly,
isn't like Digital Foundry glazing this game on the PS5 Pro?
Going to be a bloodbath. How so is your internet? What do you mean how slow is my internet? The same update downloaded on my base PlayStation 5 and my PS5 Pro in, I don't know, 20 minutes. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's Xbox's fault, dude. Shout out to Gamer Live Studio. He says, if Lono was streaming for 10 hours, 8 of these hours could have been spent on letting all 3 of those games get downloaded for each platform. Dumbass. Yeah, it does seem like a fumble from him. 1000% it does, right? But I mean, what do you expect? It's funny. He did the gameplay. He did his side-by-side, right? Marlon did it. I'm not going to lie, man. I think the W goes to Marlon, right? Even though Marlon's stream was an L, right? At least Marlon actually played the game a little bit. Like, this guy just sat in the road and sieved.
What are you talking about? Like, the update downloaded on my PlayStation's just fine.
Yeah, they downloaded it on my PlayStation just fine, right? I don't know what's going on with the Xbox, dude.
This is the starting area, by the way.
Okay, play the game.
This is the starting area, and this is the performance. Like, you're going to go to...
It looks like console footage to me, man.
And fortresses and battles where there's way more enemies than this. They're going to be all right on top of you, and you're supposed to manage all those multiple targets. And this is performance mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah, on the PlayStation 5 Pro.
This is easily dropping into the 40s.
Duh, right? Yeah, come on. All I can say is...
Come on, you should know this.
I mean, what else did you expect from that PS5 Pro, right? Are you a simp, right? Are you a simp, right? Shout out to Francisco Robes. Crazy, man. Insane, man. W's in the chat for Francisco Robes. He says, Lono, you need to find a new hobby because video games is not it. All you are going to do is criticize the game for performance and everything in the game. That's why it's called playing video games, not sit there and look at performance issues. Jiminy Christmas, W's, right? You guys already know what time it is. Insane. Thank you so much, Francisco, man. All right, now watch this, right? Because someone's going to call him out because he's just sitting around not doing anything, right? And this is only like a minute later in this Sieve session, right? He's just sitting around so upset at the performance of his dadgum Pro, right?
The people that continue to defend this and act like this is okay, I'm here to tell you that they're either just here in bad faith to try to stir up trouble, right? Or they're just delusionally thinking that this game...
So we're still paranoid, Lono, right? So you still think there's people there in bad faith, or maybe you're just giving bad takes. Is it bad faith or is it just bad takes, right? Like, I think you just give bad takes and you continue to give bad takes and people are just letting you know that your opinion's dog shit. I think that's what keeps on happening, right? And you're the common denominator, Lono.
...is more than it is. That it's going to be some second coming and some just amazing game. I don't know. It sounds like to me, if you've got a good PC, you can have a great time. If you've got a good PC, you can have a great time.
Yeah, and you have a good PC, right? But you don't want to have a great time, right? Because...
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
Because you're a PS5 cheerleader, right? So you've literally dug in on this game, right? Everything around this game, right? The first time you seen this game, you said that you didn't even think it was real. A lot of people say you don't like this game because they rejected the Crimson, the PlayStation exclusivity contract or whatever, right? It's just odd how you've engaged with this game, right? It just comes off as fanboy drama farming type shit, right? And I mean, that's coming from your boy Siggs, right?
Because Fighting Cowboy says it's near perfection. Force Gaming loved it. Everybody else,
peace out, Ariana.
Good luck. Good luck. Because base console performance is terrible.
Okay, the world doesn't revolve around base PS5 footage. Right? I mean, how many concurrent players are playing this shit right now, right? Like, literally just a week ago, I said just a week ago, like, literally a couple days ago, 1 second, let me see if I can find this shit. I mean, the game has been going through the roof with, like, concurrent players and everything, right? Like, he's sitting here complaining about this shit. But it seems like on PC, people are really enjoying this shit. Let me pull up the concurrent players real quick. And plus, I think on Steam, it's now sitting at, the other day, right? I mean, even the reviews have, like, turned around on it. So, I mean, he's just going to keep on seething about it. You know, that's going to be the funny thing about all this, right? There's 110,000 people in it right now. It reached an all-time peak yesterday at 248,530 people, right? Like, I don't know. I think the game is doing good. I don't think people care about your PS5 console gameplay, right? I think they pretty much expected this, right? And like the guy told you in the beginning of all this, you're acting like you're having some amazing epiphany. Everybody knows that these consoles run the game like dog shit, right? This is nothing new, Lono, right? Pretty soon you're just going to have to come to grips with this.
Terrible. And
Brutalness says, I don't see what's wrong with the game on the Pro. You know, to be honest with you, man, I'm telling you, it looks like console gameplay to me, right? Like, maybe if he played it and showed us, I don't know, right? Like, I don't know why he's being so bougie with it, right? I thought they didn't care about all the bells and whistles.
Pro is barely any better. And then if you're on like a mid-level PC or down, the best advantage you have on PC is that you can turn the ray tracing off.
Yeah, and you can get a refund, right?
That might help.
But we can do more than just turn off the ray tracing, but go ahead, Lono.
If you're on like a weaker console, I'm sorry. If you're on like a weaker PC, you know, you could go in and turn the ray tracing off and maybe tweak things, right?
Yeah, it sounds like PC is the place to be, right?
But the Steam reviews are pretty bad. It's got like a 61% right now on Steam, so
Yeah, snort. Yeah, but it's got a bad review on Steam, so I'm right.
$5 super chat from Manny says, don't bother with these people. They're too invested in the game to admit it runs like crap. I think a lot of the people that are still continuing to defend it, I think they're just here to bait. I think they're just here to try to get me amped up. Like, they're just here in bad faith. I don't think...
Lono. People don't have to work to get you amped up, right? Like, you're always getting upset about something, right? Like, you're just a lolcow.
They're here genuinely defending what we've watched for the past 2 hours. In this stream. So, why is the patch so... Don't know. I really, truly don't.
His internet's tweaking, right? Shout out to Sponge Leader. He says, a few friends of mine played Crimson Desert. Run 60. Wow, run 60 on what? Sponge Leader, right? Shout out to Sponge Leader, man. I'm telling you, I could get it at a stable 90 on my rig, right, at 3080.
Yeah, I'm baffled that John Linneman played this and walked through this town.
Oh, God.
And had this... Oh, we switched ingest servers.
Yeah, I noticed your internet's acting up, man.
We just switched ingest servers. It's fine.
That's what I was saying earlier when you were talking about it not downloading on your Xbox. You sure it's not just your internet, right? I don't know what you got going on, Lono.
Fine. Yep, paying so Lono can see my comment. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Manny. I appreciate it. I'm baffled that John Linneman walked through this town and was like, oh, this is acceptable on the Pro. Like, he said on...
Yeah, the guy that you glaze all the time, right? He played this game on PS5 Pro, and he says, it looks good to me, right? It looked like a console game to me. I mean, I don't understand why what you expected from this damn pisser. But then again, you're the one making videos talking about how it's closing the gap between PC, right? So maybe you just expect too much from that little damn thing.
Said on Twitter, he was talking to people, and he said, yeah, you're almost never in a fight with lots of people, and that the frame rate doesn't do that. What the heck version did he play? The first town I get to, the frame rate's terrible. It drops into it's easily dropping into the 40s with just I mean, I'm not even doing anything.
Yeah, how did Borderlands 4 played, right? You played that with Madam and you glazed that game all the time. How did that play on the PS5 Pro? Yes, he was expecting PC gaming on a PS5 Pro. Yeah, he thinks it's closed the gap, dude.
Savage, you keep telling me just to play the game instead of whining.
Homie. Yes! Yes! Play the game. Holy shit. You're supposed to be a gaming channel. Yes, Soulful Lono, you're a gaming channel. You've been sitting around for 8 hours, right? In a waiting room. Someone is telling you, play the fucking game. Please, just play the game.
I'm not going to play this game. The purpose of this stream was to show people performance on the consoles so that they could make an educated decision. I'm not going to put in some long gaming session, brother. What are you talking?
Yeah, Lono doesn't play games, right? Bastion Awashi says, PS5 Pro is better than the 5090. Oh, dog, you already know they was running with that bullshit, man. And thank you again for the game, man. The game is amazing, right? It's a shame Lono will never play it and experience it.
It runs like garbage. I'm done. I ain't playing this game. Are you kidding?
You played Borderlands 4, right?
This is absolutely subpar. Well below standards. Well below what people should accept.
What these console guys get so bougie, man?
This is absolutely what I told people it would be. It is a bill of goods. They misled people.
Yeah, and you bought the shit 3 times.
With the marketing. They misled people with the trailers. They wouldn't let you see base level console, and it doesn't even run at an acceptable level on the PlayStation 5 Pro. You can't see performance if you aren't gaming? What a clown. Are you talking about yourself? Homie,
No.
This is the first village that I'm in.
No, he's talking about you, Lono. He's talking about Reforge Gaming. He's saying, what a clown, right? You're right. He played Borderlands 4 with no problem, and it runs worse. Exactly. Didn't hear Nathan from him about Borderlands 4. I just seen him begging for a code, right? Like, to be fair, right? We've seen Lono beg for a lot.
The frame rate's terrible. I've already had a couple of weird instances and weird interchanges with people. Why would I keep playing? You think it's going to get better? Crying like a child? You sure are crying like a child in my chat. All you seething, mauling, angry men, because this game isn't going to be what you thought it was. The veil's been torn off, and now that people can see how it's running. You are just absolutely in your feels in my chat, just so angry.
No, that's you, right? And I love how he does like a little light jog, like he's about to start playing, right? Because the guy called him out, and then he just stops. That's playing the game for Lono. Oh, block him.
You can go play the game.
Oh.
Go have fun. Because I'm not going to be doing that.
We know.
I don't play games that run like this, boys. I don't.
You almost had it. You don't play games at all without PlayStation logos. There we go. I fixed it for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely not. Find some other stream to simp and to...
Yeah, find some other stream where they're going to play the game. We're not doing that over here, right? I know you waited 8 hours for me to show you console footage, right? But I'm not going to play the game. I'm just going to sit in the street and bring up like all the little petty drama that I've blown out of proportion, right? For relevancy. If you don't want to do that, then go to another stream where they actually play games, dude.
Bootlick and to defend some company misleading the public. You go right ahead. You go find somewhere else to do that. You can't do that here anymore.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, Jiminy Christmas. Right? You know what? Even after all that, man, I'll give him a like. This was actually pretty entertaining, right? Soulful, Lono. Soulful, right? Dude seen 60 on a console and got all high and mighty. That's what I mean. Yo, when did these console guys get so bougie, right? I know some of them be like, oh, you know, you need to get a PS5 Pro. The value of a PS5 Pro and everything, right? I mean, they've I think it's for the worst, to be honest with you, man. They've gotten so bougie, now their expectations are just skewed.